fix that. Let me do some adjusting. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gotham City tonight. Yeah, good evening. It's kind of funny. It's just me tonight. Lexi's working, but man, did anybody watch that darn Todd McFarlane, like the McFarlane Toys video, where he kind of talked about a bunch of like stuff? It was kind of brief. He kind of made an announcement for, gosh, what was it? He was making announcements for, what was it called? Like, what is it? Phygital toys? Anyways, we're about to get into Phygital toys. I'm super curious to what everyone else thinks. Hopefully some of you have watched it. If not, I'm going to try and brief over it the best I can. And while I do that, let's open up some toys. And I'll tell you why I'm going to open these ones. Because I wasn't really displaying them on the card. I got space on the shelf. But we'll get into that also in just a little bit. In the meantime, let's say hi to that chat. And thank you for everyone for being here. Thank you for everyone that's being here. Hopefully everyone enjoyed wrestling tonight. AEW. It's a little weird now. It feels weird. Punk debuts for WWE on Saturday. Spoiler alert. And now everything feels like a momentum shift. Wild. Anyways, Toy Geekosaurus, thank you for being here. Stanley's Toy Channel. My boy and yours. Hang on. Oh no, I already. Dude, I'm gonna have to take a photo for you. Once I get this display figured out for the cyborg, by the way. Thank you, and I love it. Just wait. I can't wait to show you. Stanley is here. Any Batman animated series news? We'll get into it. Doell Axion, Johnny Cock. We were both hanging out, watching and listening to Attack Peter tonight. If you are not subscribed to Attack Peter, he comes on every other week before Gotham City Tonight. So on Wednesday nights, check him out because especially tonight's episode. Gabby was on fire. There's something in the air. There we go. Plug that in. Yeah, there's definitely something in the air going around because she was on fire. It was really, really funny. Cougar McGillicuddy is here. Video Power Gaming eBay store. Right? Would have been hilarious to get Mad Hatter to come on. Oh, I didn't even think of that. You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm gonna message him. I'm gonna message him live here on the show. Let's see. I want to jump on Gotham right now. Let's see what he says. Who says? I'll at least try at my very best. Nick Dillinger's here. Hello. Derek Hoover. Right? There's the man himself. And we got Alice Troy is here. Please go check out her channel as well. Her vintage coloring book collection is unreal. And it keeps getting bigger. And it keeps getting better with cooler, more obscure stuff. And it's just chill. You could just have her on in the background coloring. Right? You could do what you do. It'll chill you right out. It's awesome. Chad Stewart is here. The Deadheads, Nolan, Quip, Kayla Silver K, hard in. Yes, please, smack that like. Let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. Oh my gosh, chat's all nice and busy. This is great. Lucha Johnny, right? AEW's done. Yeah, we were hanging out in the Geek Dad Life Discord, giving kind of our own commentary. Brian Carr is here. Jacobson. Wait, did I just make the beginning of the stream? You did, Jacobson. And thank you for being here. And thank you for hanging out. This is great. Christopher Alacron, what up here from the Attack Show? Yes, see ya. Like I said, folks, be sure to check out Attack Peter's channel. Like I said, tonight was really, 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 really funny. PapaLoco.com, thank you for being here. Unlimited power. Right, Toy Art is here. Zach, how's it going? Stanley, my Halloween costume was the Doell troll. Oh my gosh. That's intense. Okay. We've got we got Jordan Andrews here and Charlie Squared finally made the stream. And guess what? You're finally here. And thank you for being here. And thank you for hanging out. All right. Let's open some Kenner toys. I am going to open my Batman and Robin toys. This is why. So I usually have them hung up, like my Batman Returns ones and my Batman Forever ones, because usually they have all the beautiful, cool toy art on the top of the package. Here, it's inside the bubble. You can pull it out and keep it, which is what I'm going to do. It's really, when you're suffering from the space danger that I suffer from, as you can see, it is a thing. Space danger is a thing when you start, I don't know, I guess hardcore collecting. I still don't see myself as a hardcore collector, honestly enough. I find myself to be very specific on the stuff that I get, very particular, as it were. And I love Kenner Batman figures. The weirder, the better. But I did get the basic Batman, Batgirl, and Robin. And you know what? I don't have them on display. I've got all the villains and I've got the Batman Forever guys on display and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I think it's time that the George Clooney era, now that this is the official Snyderverse Batman, I think this needs to come out of its bubble. You know, who knows? Maybe we'll open up some Happy Meal toys as well from Batman Animated Series. Also brought to you by Matt Bush. So thank you, Matt Bush, for those, because I love them as well. Oh my gosh, Paul's here. Space danger, right? Also, don't fool yourself. You're as hardcore as collectors they come. Hey, I'm trying to talk myself down, Paul. Come on, dude. But let me be. Let me be. But you're right. It is correct, right? I got a space there, up there, and there. Oh wait, there. Right? Waiting for that Carson Teva figure. Everyone, make sure Hasbro knows you want Carson Teva figures. You got enough there for a Carson Teva 4-pack. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. All right. Right? Canna Silver, we love the Bush. We do. We absolutely do. Stanley's Toy Channel. Ryan, did you see McDonald's McBuddy Nuggets are back? I did. I don't think they're going to be, I don't know. I just feel like they're not going to be in Canada because the last Happy Meal figures, those like 4-eyed grimaces and shit, like that was not, those weren't available in Canada. But we did get those buckets. We did get those buckets. Medoza 23 is here. Just an Indiana Jones-esque warehouse for a collection. Oh, dude. I went into one while I was in Toronto. Let me tell you. I branded 3G. Thank you for being here. Wait, second here. Toying around. Kevin, if you have not subscribed to his channel, yes, I'm going to keep doing plugs and I'm going to keep just doing them because they're amazing. Check out Kevin's channel. He just got back from Japan. I'm hoping he made lots of content. I know. Well, you went to Japan. You went other places too, because I believe you went to like the secret Hot Toys place and you got video, like all these photos and stuff. Just awesome. So be sure to check out Toying Around. And if you're Canadian, you want to do some toy shopping, go to eCollectibles. Go to eCollectibles. Use code Toying Around. Get yourself 5% off. Once you start buying a lot of figures, that 5% off goes a long way. Plus the free shipping for us. That's a rarity treat for us Canadians. So please go check out eCollectibles. Throw Kevin a couple bucks. Use code Toying Around. It's a it's a great channel, folks. I don't say that lightly. Bitter Asia dude. How many trips to Treehouse did you make? How much did we ship back for you? Listen, I don't need to be called out. Not by you. Not by you. Come on. It was one big box. I still got some in my luggage. Okay. All right. And I think we only did 2 trips, but we made them worthwhile. We made them worthwhile. They were a lot of, I love that store. If you are living in the Toronto area, please go check out Treehouse Collectibles. It is so good, right? Matt Bush still waiting for my topless Kylo. Dude, you and me both. TVC, let's get it. Let's get a shirtless Darth Maul, shirtless Anakin, shirtless Kit Fisto, and shirtless Kylo Ren. I think is that all of them? Shirtless Darth Vader. So we could do Anakin and shirtless Darth Vader comes in a back to tank. Shirtless Luke in his back to tank in his little diapers, right? It'd be great. Chelsea Birchfield is here. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure I have my Batgirl number 1 of my first figures. That is awesome. Right? Batgirl's the best. You know what? Still one of the best Batgirl figures. Take a look at it even earlier tonight or later tonight. The McDonald's one. McDonald's Batman Happy Meal ones. These were today like I'm gonna throw out Hasbro's name, like it just throw shade at them. But some toy companies would release this on card and then charge us $15 for it. That's how it would go today, right? All right. Meadows 23. Let's skip Hasbro and get Carson Tava that hot toy. Agreed. Because I need that hot toy to go with the Hala Syndulla hot toy. Because those two like to make out when they're not fighting. So that's what I need. I need those 2 figures so I can have them just making out on my shelf. There's nothing weird about that. There's nothing weird about it at all. I wouldn't even say it's creepy. I would say it's awesome. I think that's what most people would say. Right? Bacon McShig, the island of misfit hot toys. I like that. Right? Oh, wait a second. Who's got beef? Who's beefing with who? Am I missing something? Man, oh man. Yeah, Federation dude. We went twice as a group. You went. Listen. You know, I don't go on your channel, control you during your live streams, and call you out. I am an innocent, sweet angel from the West Coast who grew up on a farm in Saskatchewan. Right? I am a nice, sweet boy. I don't do that to you. I'm nice to you all the time, Paul. I don't think I've ever trolled you in my life. Cougar McGillicuddy, have you found a place for that cyborg? I did. I did find a place. I'm going to have to do some adjusting and some moving around of stuff, of course, because this is, let's face it, the superpower cyborg is now, that is a centerpiece action figure, right? So it needs to be displayed as such. So I am working on that. I think that's part of the reason why I'm opening these. I'm about to like just make some space and like open things up a little bit. I've got that beautiful sign that was made for me too for superpowers. You know, and I want to display it properly like it deserves, and then get some collector's insurance for it because I'm probably going to need it. Dorlaxian, damn it, Doell. That's me. I do not want to equate Luke Skywalker with diapers. Well, what the hell is that he wears in the back to tank? Come on. Right? Kevin, toying around. They've definitely made out in the Ghost. 100%. 100%. They've had to kick Chopper out of the room a few times. I'm certain of it. There's times, like, I am certain there are times that Carson Tava has, like, crawled out of bed and Chopper's just, like, in the kitchen, like, already sipping coffee and, like, burr, 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 burr. Right? That's, ooh, look at the Secrets of the Batcave. I'm certain that has happened. That's not even headcanon. That's legit Dave Filoni canon, 100%. And it's going to take Dave Filoni to tell me I'm wrong otherwise. That's how this goes. Until Dave Filoni tells me otherwise, it's canon. Right? Brian Carr, right? Canadians are not allowed to be mean. We're not mean. We're funny. That's the difference. It's funny when we're mean. Because no one expects it. Nobody sees it coming. Unlimited power. Doell is Canadian Superman. Fun fact, Superman's already half Canadian. We have a Canadian heritage moment all about it. I should do an episode on that where we just watch Canadian heritage moments. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think I should make my own. I'm going to make my own Canadian heritage moments for Attack Peter. I'm absolutely going to do that. Stephen Lawrence, thank you for being here. Better late than not at all. And Owen, congrats on that sweet vintage carded cyborg gift. It is the best. It is so cool, Stephen. And thank you. Thank you on that. Congrats. Kayla, Doell equals sweet angel baby. Thank you. See? Somebody sees me for who I really, truly am. Right? Flash739, thank you for being here. Now that you own a cyborg, can Jay keep his family? Well, that's up to Colleen because last I checked, I still have healthcare. So that's up to his wife. We'll see. We might do a whole brother husbands thing. I think there might be just a few of us just getting married to Colleen, and that's just how it's gonna go. I don't got no say. I don't have final say. Colleen's got final say. We should all know this by now, except for when it comes to like Jay buying Power Wheels, Batman Returns, cars, Batmobiles. That is so cool that he bought that, though. Derek Hoover, what you do is put that cyborg on your nightstand. That way, when you wake up and roll over and see it, say, "Good morning, darling." I think I was doing that before I had it. I think that was just part of owning one. It is such a cool toy, though. It's in really good condition. Doell, are you in a one-bedroom place? Dude, I live in one of the most expensive cities in North America, and it's just me, single income. So yep. Yeah, see? Shiny plastic people, chopper holoscan, the whole thing. Oh man. That's okay, for real. This is from Toy Art, Zach. Would you do it with a droid in the room? Well, yeah, of course. Well, I mean, I would. I don't know if Karstava and Hera would. Hera's known that droid for a very long time, so that might be a little weird for her. Right? Might be a little weird. Dustin Finkelstein. That's what I think I'm going to say. Dustin, thank you for being here. Luke really is wearing giant pens, auto diapers in that back to tank. See? Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Quip. Zach, if you're using toys, aren't you already kind of doing it with the droids in the room? Yeah. Kevin toying around. I just want to join a racist Batman rewatch. Dude, next time I do one, you're joining me on the show. That's how that's going to go. You, Lexi, and Paul, and Yoko, and DK. All of us. Action-packed video. Thank you for being here, action-packed video. Mean Canadians have to work the border or customs. Yeah, that's why they're always charging us extra money at the customs when we get our stuff in. Charlie Squared. Guess what you are saying is Canadians are like the Spanish Inquisition. Yes, that's exactly it. By the way, this is a great figure. A little disappointed that's the cape that we're getting with this, but I mean, is what it is. It's still going on the shelf. Awesome toy. Look at that waist, man. Jeez, I gotta do something about that. I'm gonna put more weight on it. I'm not gonna lose weight to match it. I'm gonna just put more weight on that one. Unlimited power. Other your job, how do you pay for your toys? Do you have any other sources of income? Well, there is some income that comes in from the YouTube Patreon, from Yes Have Some. So I do get there's some money I do get from that. It's not a hell of a lot, but I mean every little bit counts. I wait for a lot of sales, to be honest. Like there's stuff that I will always pre-order, and there's stuff that I sometimes just have to wait for it. So like any kind of like big box sets from Marvel Legends, I usually wait for like Amazon Prime Day, because then they're usually lower in price. And then for sometimes it's like playing clearance chicken. especially when it comes to TVC, because sometimes you got to be careful, because some vintage collection characters, they sell out before they even go on. And it's like and also in Canada, we collect on hard mode, right? Like, we don't get everything in stores all the time as well. So it gets really, really crazy. So I just kind of pick and choose my battles, and I put just a certain amount aside and be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Sometimes it's like less, sometimes it's more. Like, again, Paul's saying, why is, like how we were going to Treehouse Collectibles like every day for 2 weeks. It's because I actually had to put the money aside knowing I was going to do that. Like, if I'm going on vacation, doing a Disney trip, anything like that, I have to make sure I have the spending money I want to spend on the side, right? So that's kind of what I do. And then with work, I work. And I can't always get everything I want either. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to get and can't. And then there's stuff that I'm like, I am going to get that Jabba the Hutt Palace playset because I love cups and plates and cutlery with my playsets. If I could get any playset, it would be a cafeteria for my clone troopers. Number one. What is this? Paul, why must you turn chats into a den of lies? Pardon me. You don't talk to you don't talk to the lovely audience of Gotham City Tonight like that. How dare you? How dare you? It's like doing it with the pet in the room. Same. See, Kayla gets it. Dorlaxian plot twist. Doell is actually the nicest hitman ever, and that's how he funds his toy addiction. It is a sick. It's not even addiction. Collecting is a mental illness. I just want to make that very, very clear. Derek Hoover. TMI from Derek Hoover. And I know he watches this with his wife sometimes, so I'm just going to read this out loud so that his wife can hear it. If I could do it with 3 dogs in the room, then I think most of you can handle a droid in the room. I just want to put that out there. His wife I hope, is listening this time. Brian Carr. Is Vancouver like LA, San Francisco type expensive? Did not realize it. It is. And then sometimes Vancouver's more expensive than, Los Angeles. Like, that's all expensive. It's not until you leave BC, then that whole middle part between BC and Ontario, that's where the cost of living goes way, way down, right? Ask Johnny. Johnny lives in the least expensive city in Canada, Edmonton, but it's Alberta. Who wants to live in Alberta, right? So there's a payoff there, right? Absolutely crazy. Speaking of Johnny Cock, I only opened Ryu so far, and this guy's engineering is insane, dude. Those Jada Street Fighter figures. I'm gonna do back row next, by the way. Those Street Fighter Jada figures are awesome. And I'm glad, as someone as I was asked earlier about how do you save up for this stuff? What's great about the Street Fighter figures is that they come out one at a time and they trickle in. So when I get one, I can put some money in the Street Fighter jar and get ready for the next one. So I've already got the first 3, waiting for Ken, waiting for more announcements, hoping those big boys come in. Right? I ended up just talking to the chat here. We should talk about the whole Todd thing too. Right? Video Power Gaming eBay store. Thank you so much for the super chat, paying the Doell toll. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you very much. Right? Thank you so much. That's really appreciated. Right? Quip. Fun money has to be accounted for. It absolutely does. Right? Geek the F Out Cup Watch 2023. What's Cup Watch? What am I missing here? Right? Video Power Gaming eBay store. Thanks for trying Mad Hatter for a Todd impression. I tried my best. He does have a family and stuff too. He can't just drop everything for me, but he should. Matt Bush, $20 super chat. Dude, of anyone who shouldn't be giving me super chats, it's you. But thank you very much. Super appreciated. Clever whip here. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Oh, it's one of these. If yuck yuck, if you know, you know. Yeah, all right. Toy art. Thank you for talking about Three Dog Night. All right, here we go. Right. Allison Troy, clearance chicken for the people by the people. Yeah, it's true. Clear. We got to do it. Right. All right. Let's I reached down to the bottom of the chat. I'll let you guys catch up a little bit. Let's talk about Todd McFarlane and his crazy ass video. So he did a live stream. He called it like a digital town hall meeting, which I thought was absolutely insane. And he literally kind of just went on about like he tried to follow the chat. He tried to like talk with the chat, but the chat was obviously going bonkers. And more or less, he was just kind of like, he was really trying to plug his, why can't I ever remember the name of it? It's like, Phygital or whatever it is. Like Phygital toys, which are NFT toys that are like, have you ever been on the Super 7 website and you look at their ultimates and they do like the turnarounds? That's what that is. It's the code for that. And it's absolutely, it's not for me. If you like to collect digital, toys or whatever, you want to collect JPEGs, I mean, go for it. If that's what you want to do. If you want, turnarounds of all that kind of stuff, go for it. It's all for you. But man, his comparison was so good. So he's talking about how it's like, not everybody has the space. Space danger is real. He didn't use space danger, but he's like, space danger is real. Not everyone has room to collect things. We've heard this before. If anyone watched his interview with Pixel Dan when he was at Toy Fair, they kind of heard the spiel, right? It's for people that don't have room. And of course, he packs in this digital toy render with a giant Batman statue that's like massive. So it's like, that's already huge. Then he's like, and then for people who don't have room for it, you've got a digital copy as well. And it's like, well, you're already buying both. I guess people can buy one or the other, if that's your thing. But here's the other thing too. So when you get that digital copy, you get one of 3 versions. You don't know which one you get. It's going to be him in the blue and gray, him in the all black, or in typical Todd fashion, a Jokerized version of that figure in a NFT style thing, right? So it was absolutely bonkers. And he's like, and he compared it to, do you like your toys? Do you like looking at your toys? That's what this is. He goes, do you love your grandchildren? Do you have pictures of your grandchildren? Does it make you feel good to look at pictures of your grandchildren? Well, guess what? That picture of your fucking grandchildren isn't real either. At the moment he said it, like with the F-bomb and everything, I was like, oh, it was really, really funny. And it was just like, he just didn't, like, Todd was unhinged. He had no fucks to give this whole stream. It's an hour long. He talks about how he supports the scalpers because it's a capitalistic world and they're finding a way to make money. So he doesn't want to re-release popular figures. He would rather re-release something in new packaging, which is fine, or as a repaint, which is like the Jokerized versions, right? So he's like, I would rather do that than just keep re-releasing that figure. And he kind of made this other weird point. Not a weird point. It's actually a pretty decent point when you think about it. But his ways behind it kind of suck. And it's like, he says, like, I could charge $2.99 a comic for Spawn when all the rest of the comics are $3.99. And he goes, and I can charge $20 a figure because I don't need the money. I'm good. So I can keep everything at a low value. And he's like, so when he's saying that, he's also saying, like, I don't need to keep re-releasing this popular stuff. And he's talking about how he wants to boost up the secondary market. So he wants he wants these scalpers. He wants all this stuff to like make double, triple the money on figures, which is now gotten like, now I'm like, this is where this is the superpowers Canadian perk. And I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this before on Toy Anxiety, how, you know, the villains on the line are a Walmart exclusive down in the States. And then up here in the snow, it's, you know, they're not. We can get them at Toys R Us, Walmart, GameStop. We can get them at CMD store. Like, we can get them on the online stores. Like if there's other online retailers in Canada that sell McFarlane figures, they can order in superpowers, and they do, which is why I wish eCollectibles would do that. And hint, hint, Kevin, tell your buddy. And, you know, it is bonkers to me how, like, because now it's like the Black Manta figure, the Reverse Flash figure, which are super, super hot for the superpowers line. You know, now now they're going to be like super, super hard to get. And that kind of sucks, right? Hang on. I feel like I missed one. Oh no, I got it. Oh, did I miss this one? I feel like I missed this one, Brian Carr. For that Vancouver high cost of living, keep up the great work. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Remember that too when you're watching Toying Around. Toronto's not cheap either. Right? But man, it was a wild, wild interview. I'm curious to what everyone thinks about. Like, he didn't really talk about superpowers. He called them like, oh, that's his goofy toy line, which I was like, well, I'm a little offended by that, because I think his superpowers toys are better than his multiverse toys. But there's that. He never talked about making more women, or didn't acknowledge the fact that Wonder Woman sold out instantly. The moment he made a basic Wonder Woman, poof, they were gone. They sold fast. And that's like absolutely insane to me. So, well, it's not insane to me. It's just, insane's not the right word. It's exciting. It's exciting to me because it kind of shows that people do want that stuff. It's not just us like weird, dorky, hardcore fans who kind of want the main JLA figures, right? Like, they're already diving into Captain Carrot, and we still haven't gotten Black Canary. Like, it's that to me is where it's like, that's where we're going. Like, that's absolutely wild, right? I saw Craig here too. Craig and Abby, friends over at Toy Anxiety. We're opening up Batman and Robin figures. It's time. Look at that price tag residue. God, the worst, right? Boo. NFTs. Agreed, right? Toy Anxiety. Why just some Ecto Glows? I'm the Ecto Glow owner around here. We know that. Stanley's Toy Channel. Ryan is not for me, and you could try to bring on. Ryan is not for me, and you could try to bring YHS on, please. Hey, Craig wants to hop on, he could just message me at any point in time and just be like, hey, I'll come hang out. He is always more than welcome to. Maybe he's got stuff to open too, right? Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. Toying around. I'd be so pissed if I got Jokerized. Dude, I would be too. Right? It would be the worst. Kayla, sounds like grade A douche behavior. Not surprised. Right? It is kind of funny. Like, at the same time, he's like, I keep it cheap because I don't need any more. I can keep it low price because, I shouldn't say cheap because they're not really. But I mean, I keep it a low price because I don't need the money. So I totally respect that. But at the same time, it's like, that's also the same reason he won't re-release figures. It's absolutely bonkers. Unlimited power. I want a freaking Supergirl and Hawkgirl, dang it. Agreed. More women in general, right? I brand in 3G. We need a Supergirl do-over. We need a lot of do-overs. There was remember, like, what was it, 2021? 2022 for a while there. For that 1 year, he did nothing but like the side eye, the painted on side eye. Fuck, man, nobody wanted that, right? And they finally kind of learned their lesson, and they were like, "Oh, we want to have them make them more dynamic." Oh, let's talk about that for a hot minute. Let's talk about articulation and McFarlane figures, because he talks about that a little bit too. How he was like, he didn't like the figures at the time in the 90s. I think he's mostly talking about Toy Biz and Kenner Batman and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, you open it and you get like 5 points of articulation if you're lucky. And then he's like, I didn't want that. And it's like, dude, your toys eventually became no points articulation. And then, of course, the moment I think that, he does kind of say it too, like, well, eventually mine didn't. I had less and less articulation because, he wanted to sculpt the elbows and he wanted to do all this other stuff. But now things have gone back to more articulation, but at the same time, it's not as much articulation because he wants to keep in all that detail and stuff. And I'm like, all right, I get that. But then you look at what the Marvel Legends team is able to do, and they're keeping all that detail. And I know some people get like still up in arms when they see like a pin in a knee joint. And you're just like I get it. And then sometimes, and I'll be honest too, right? Sometimes I want my toys to look like toys. Sometimes I want to see the pins, right? I want to see the joints. I'm a joint queen, right? I want to see that stuff. I want to see how it's made, right? So I don't know. It was just really weird how he was so like, just really weird about like articulation and the sculpting. Like it's how it's evolved, and he kind of talks about it and how now things do have more articulation. So it's like, it is super nice. Like so I mean, he is evolving and changing. I don't know, man. It is, like I said, it's 1 hour of Unhinged, and he's answering people's questions on there too. Like he does a whole Q&A at the end. I would love to get Todd on this show or on Toy Anxiety and just kind of like really pick his brain. $27.99 super chat from Paul. Paul, you didn't have to. Thankfully, you're growing your facial hair back. Me too. But you're some more. Buy yourself more tiny cups, plates, and cutlery. Love you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. You didn't need to, but I super appreciate it. Now, like I said, all the money made on this channel does not go into mine or Lexi's pocket. It goes right back into this channel. So when we need new lighting, you'll probably tell my place is a bit brighter. Right? All that kind of stuff. That's all from the support of the viewers, and I thank everyone very much for that. Allison Troy, it's almost the 40th anniversary of the Supergirl movie. Oh my God, it really is. We need headband movie style Supergirl figures in Superpowers and Multiverse. And he does kind of talk about doing that, more stuff like that too, which I thought was really cool. He talked about wanting to do a 7-inch Batman 66. He also talked about he did the Keaton Batmobile, and he talked about how he wants to do all the Batmobiles, because someone asked about Batman Forever Batmobile, and he was like, I want to do all the Batmobiles, every one of them. Look at this Iceboard Robin, so cool. I don't care. I'll say it's cool. I'll shamelessly say it's cool. Another great figure. I love this figure. I don't care. Right? Derek Hoover. We need some ladies in the damn Superpowers line, please. Yes, I agree. That is the cry we all cry. It's our battle cry, more or less. Supergirl, Batgirl, Black Canary, Cheetah, Poison Ivy. Dude, bring in Harley Quinn. Bring in give me an Amanda Waller. Right? Give me everybody. Right? I ran in 3G. I'd love a Batgirl in her Burnside suit. Absolutely. And throw in some like they do the cards, like the actual trading cards, not this like digital stuff. Get Babs Tarr to do some original art. Oh, that was the other thing. So instead of like the NFT card that you would get with some of these, because like I said, there's going to be like 3 versions that, like I said, the blue and the gray Batman in digital, the one in black and the Jokerized one, all digital. He was going to have ones that don't even have a digital copy, but they were going to have either like autographs or original sketches. And it wouldn't necessarily always be done by him. He was talking to Jim Lee about doing some as well. And I actually think that would be more fun to have the multiverse line, to have like a card in a package. We all know that Todd doesn't give a shit about packaging because he'll just keep adding more and more plastic. But it'd be cool if you had like one wrapped trading card in there and you didn't know what you got. You opened it and you got a sketch card and you got an original sketch, a 1/1 from Jim Lee. Unreal. Right? Drolaxian, my OG Metal Gear Solid figures have some amazing articulation. Yeah, those were McFarlane, I believe. I think I know which ones you're talking about. The ones from the early 2000s, like 1999, 2000. Right? Lucha Johnny, I bought the McFarlane Vox Machina Critical Role figures and was surprised how good they were. Dude, like I said, his toys are getting better and better. It's he's just still, it's funny with certain, I think with DC, I feel like we're not getting who we need. Unlimited power. I went to Dallas Vintage Toys today, Doell, and it made me depressed. I wanted to spend the night. Dude, I've heard about that place, Dallas Vintage Toys. Well, we all know about Dallas, Texas. But yeah, you were saying like the Dallas Vintage Toys is infamous. It is an infamous toy store. I would love to check it out one day. For sure. Lucha Johnny. And then there's McFarlane Adam Eve that I have come, that looks awful. Oh, that's from the Invincible line. Absolutely. Oh, Thanos Copter is here. Thank you for being here, hanging out. Stanley's Toy Channel, I'm agreeing with Ryan with the NFT that it's not for me either. Yeah, it just is not for me. It is not for me, right? Jacobson, McFarlane should try to get the rights for Power Rangers and start making figures since Hasbro doesn't know what to do with them. You know what? That's probably not a bad idea. And speaking of him getting other license, another thing that he brought up was he wants to get in on the Marvel action as well because he feels everyone has the Marvel license but him. However, he does not have, I believe Hasbro has the main Marvel license, right? So it would be up to, I guess it's up to Hasbro. I'm not sure how I guess I should ask those guys, like how that works with Diamond Select. Because I think he's looking at Diamond Select, the Master Toy license, right? So the Master Toy license is what Hasbro has. So I'm assuming even Diamond Select has to go through Hasbro in order to do the toys that they do. Regardless, McFarlane was saying how he wants to do a line of Spider-Man toys, 7-inch, done in his style, in his art style. I mean, if he was going to do them as, I don't know how I feel about that. There's a part of me that's kind of like on paper, that sounds cool. And I would love to see more figures done in artist style. Like, I would love to get a Joe Mad line of X-Men. I would love that just as much as getting a Jim Lee line of X-Men, where it looks like Jim Lee's art. Right? But I love the Marvel Legends style as well, and I love that everything looks consistent, and the Marvel Legends look like they are all part of that same universe. I love that. Oh, by the way, I'm opening up Lex Luthor from the Superman Man of Steel line. Can't believe I haven't opened these yet. That must be out of my mind. But yeah, I'm curious. What does everybody think of Todd doing Marvel figures? Side 9, thank you for being here, and happy Wednesday to you as well. Matt Bush saw Helen Slater on the Michael Rosenbaum podcast. I think it is called Inside of You. It is. And also, while you're checking out Michael Rosenbaum's his podcast, watch the one with James Gunn. It's awesome. It's so good. Right? Oh, I just getting a message from someone who's just started watching the Todd video. He's not watching me, which is fine. just going to read it. I'm not going to say who it's from. Todd references 2021 McFarlane DC outsold Star Wars and Marvel, rehashing his inability to understand. I love it. I did forget he did that too. Man, like I said, a lot happened in that video. Be sure to watch it. Be sure to absolutely watch it. Brian Brink, master of the charts. I need the Todd father to finish the Vox Machina and 7 Deadly Sins teams. Dude, everybody needs to finish teams. I'm also looking at the Marvel Legends. I love Marvel Legends. Where's my Rachel Summers, man? I need to finish Excalibur. I need to finish X-Force too. Come on, guys. I love you, but come on. I need it. Look at this. Trading cards. Have it come with trading cards. Well, I guess he does have it come with trading cards, but I think everything should come with trading cards. Toy Biz did it. Toy Biz set the standard. I don't care what anyone says. It totally did. 100%. Stanley's Toy Channel, wouldn't it be up to Disney to get the toy license? I believe it would be up to Disney who gets the toy license. I absolutely agree with that. Jack Knight 73, thank you for being here. NFT is not for me either. As for Marvel, I would like to think it would be up to Disney as well. Yeah, I agree. Zach, Toy Art, I would be here for some Todd Spider-Man Torment action figures. Yep, agreed. I'm not completely 100% against the idea of Todd style figures. By the way, if you're not following Toy Art on Instagram and go checking out his art and his comics, you should be. It's amazing. So go check him out. Tony Taponi, Superpowers Watchmen seems up Todd's alley. Yeah, he did kind of mention that, didn't he? Someone did, right? And I think it would be too. I think Wildcats would be. I think Wildcats would probably happen there too. I think that'd be really cool. Stanley's Toy Channel. That Superman toy line is a wonderful line. It is. It's a very underrated line. And I think because there was so much Batman stuff coming out at the time that these toys got completely overlooked. But we did get, a 2 wonderful waves and a lot of deluxe figures and multi-packs. And right, you're going to tell me this kind of posing, this is completely influenced by both Ninja Turtles and the McFarlane line. 100%. 100%. I'm going to figure out how to get all this stuff on them. How does this work? Anyways, I digest. All right. Randall Guzik, thank you for being here, Randall. A George Perez Titans run of figures. Did see the new Superman for pre-order next week. Yeah, that new Superman of him smiling. It's good sculpt. Good face sculpt. Matt Bush got me the Action Comics #1 Superman. You can see him right there. Already there on my shelf. I think that's actually a pretty good figure too. It is. Jade's right. It's too bad he doesn't have the little red booties, and he does have like the same boots but blue as like regular Superman. But I mean, yeah, right. I think it's fine. Bacon McShig, it's weird that no one really has done a proper Jack Kirby style line for as revered as he is. I believe DC Direct forever ago did a line of New Gods figures. Oh, I think I might be thinking Darwin Cook or Steve Rude. I might be thinking that. But I'm certain that they did a Jack Kirby style line. I am certain of it. At some point, they must have. Right? Brian Brink, master of the charts. Hasbro could just make Spider-Man Marvel Legends in a McFarlane style. They could. I don't think they plan to. But if they, what do I know? I could be completely wrong. They could be like, here you go. Here's a wave of McFarlane. Actually, now that Todd has said that, I think that would be really, really funny if they decided that they were going to do, whatchamacallit, a McFarlane style line. Charlie Pestel. Hey Ryan, are you live right now? I am live right now. And thank you for being here and hanging out. I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. Right, here we go. Quip, yes. Give us the rest of Wildcats, Todd. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I hope I read that right. Give us the rest of that, Todd. Right? That's how I would have said it. Quip, we need a total justice line. You know what? When they ever feel that they're done with superpowers, I wouldn't mind if they actually went back, started doing toys then in the style of Total Justice. Of course, of like characters we never got before either. I think that would be a lot of fun. Nolan, my Superpowers Wave 5 should be here next week. Awesome. It's great. For a repaint wave, it's really good. I actually really enjoy it. Rando Lorian. I like that. I heard from my comic shop, Diamond Select can only do a certain amount of Marvel every year, like 12 or something, like one a month. That makes sense, right? Because you don't see them very often. They don't come out with big waves. And Diamond Select used to do Star Wars. Do you guys remember this? This was like right before, what, 2017, 2018? I remember this is when we still had, well, granted, we had everything before 2020. But like, I remember seeing a Darth Maul Diamond Select figure at the Disney store. Wild. Unlimited Power, do you click the McFarlane Batman 66 line? I wanted to. They got really hard to find up here, and the moment I couldn't find Batman and Robin, I went, no, I'm not going to collect these toys. Because I feel like if you don't have Batman and Robin, what was the point? He's clearly not going to re-release them. So, we'll see. We'll see. Derek Hoover, I kind of need to hunt down Total Justice. You do. Hang on. Right there. I got a bunch down there. And those are my Wizard magazines. Because sometimes you just need to pull out a Wizard and flip through it. It's great. Alice Troy, I need Perez Donna Troy Wonder Girl and Perez Troya figures. They should be making more Perez style figures regardless. Right? Derek Hoover, DC Direct, last I saw, was the company that did the nice Jack Kirby. Right. Jamil, thank you for being here, man. Thanks for coming out and hanging out. Charles. Is it Charlie? Charles in charge? DC directed Kirby Superman. That's it. Yes, there was a Superman in that line too. Correct. You're absolutely correct. Right? Jack Knight 73, I did get one of those Superman figs just for my shelf. Mine is the Platinum Edition with the different shield on the chest and the red boots. Oh, okay. I will relay that to Jay. Toy Art, they did make Kirby New Gods line, right? He's got the Dark Side. Dark Side's a great figure. Hang on. Let's quickly go through this. We're reaching close to that hour point. We're going to wrap things up here. Right. Let's see. Would you guys want to see McFarlane do Marvel? I don't know if I want to. Not with the way, at least with Marvel, they'd be like, hey, this figure was hard to get. It sounds super expensive. We're going to do it as a HasLab for less than what it costs on the second market. Right? I'm excited for Giant Man. I don't care. Didn't he just re-release Batman and Robin recently? I feel like he did. Right? I feel like he did. But I still couldn't find him. Randall, I would love a Romita Senior Junior 2-pack of Spider-Man or a Ron Friend Spider-Man. Classic and black suit versions from Amazing Spider-Man 252. They are re-releasing Batman and Robin 466. Do they have Total Justice inspired? Do you have Total Justice inspired JLA figures? So I've got, like I said, I got a bunch of them, but not all of them. Throat's getting dry from all this talking. But yeah, I got some. They're great. I love them. But now I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open for those Batman and Robin figures. So I guess he does re-release stuff, right? Stanley's Toy Channel. I'm sad they didn't do a Starfire for the Titans wave. It's how it goes, man. It's how it goes. Toy art. It's kind of funny they did Superman Kirby style because they had Kurt Swan redraw most of Kirby's Superman heads. Correct. So when I was at the DC archives, there's a Jack Kirby Superman cover framed in the archives, and you can see where, and it's inked and everything, and you can see where it got taken over. It's kind of funny. Randall, at least at least I read they were going to re-release Batman 66. I'm going to have to just keep an eye out for them. And yeah, those figures look amazing. They've always looked amazing. Z Harv, hey buddy, thanks for watching. Hey Doell, just started watching Pennyworth. Alfred is a badass, but I hate what they've done with Thomas and Martha. Oh, interesting. Man, oh man. Okay, I'm going to have to check that out. All right, we're getting near the end here. Right? Unlimited power. No, I like Marvel Legends. Don't need anything new. Agreed. I'm with you on that. Alice Troy, I don't need to see McFarlane. I don't really want to see McFarlane do DC. Why not let him try Marvel? Well, because I let's put it this way. If they stopped making Marvel Legends how they're making Marvel Legends, I think that's where I would officially tap out. I think I'd have to be done because I wouldn't want to start recollecting a 7-inch line. I think that'd be it. Plus, look at what Hasbro's given us. Like, as far as Marvel Legends is concerned, I've said this many times before as well. I have a Marvel and X-Men collection I could have only dreamed about having. Right? Johnny Cock, if Todd did Marvel, we would get 75 Spider-Mans or Wolverines before we get one Black Widow. Precisely. Right? Manic Mike, McFarlane did do Grifter a while back. Right, he did. Now make Voodoo. Make Voodoo, you coward. Let's see it. All right. Toy art. I would LOL if Hasbro did McFarlane style Spider-Man figures in the Legends line. I absolutely would. I would too. What a kick to his junk. Thanos Copter. I'd rather have DC and Legend style. Same here. I'm loving. Everyone knows. I don't even need to explain. I love superpowers. But I would love it. I would love nothing more than Legend style DC figures. Stanley, has Todd ever stated why he makes 7-inch over 6-inch? He hasn't, or at least if he has, I've missed it. I can probably find out. Let's see if I can find out in the next week. Lucha Johnny, Pennyworth is absolutely bonkers, and I love it. But it feels like the show that has just a weird spy show. And they said, hey, let's make it about Batman's butler. Dude, that happens all the time with a lot of things. Check out Angry Birds 2. It's not an Angry Birds movie. It's really, really good. Oof, chat's going crazy here. Right? Snowpen, thank you for being here. Legend style DC would be so great. I would love it. Andy Stutes, thank you for being here. The problem with Batman 66 is that I didn't bother with it the same as you because I couldn't find Bats and Robin. Now I have the Batman, but now the earlier figures like that are out of my range. Exactly. I think that's the one thing. It's like, I wouldn't mind owning Batman and Robin, but now to like try to go back and get the Rogues Gallery, right? It would be such a mess. Chad Stewart, the only DC figure I pre-ordered was Captain America. Daughter has a pet rabbit, so I ordered one for her. That's super sweet. You know what? I think you're going to get that before Christmas too. So if you want to throw that under the tree for her, if that's how you celebrate your winter holidays, then you know what? Go for it. I think that's awesome. Randall, I was wondering, now that you have the Grail of superpowers, what figures or vehicles do you still need? For superpowers, a lot, dude, it's the expensive ones. So we're talking like Shazam, we're talking Pharaoh, Samurai, right? Pretty much almost all that bottom row. I've got a really rough shaped Plastic Man, but I was just happy to get one for cheap at that time. So I wouldn't mind getting an upgrade of Plastic Man. But for the most part, that's kind of really it. Right? It's that of course, it's always the last wave, right? It's always the last. Turtles, Ghostbusters, the first Power of the Force Star Wars figures, right? It's always the last wave that comes and gets us. Nolan, I'm not kind of wouldn't mind seeing what McFarlane would do with Wolverine and Spider-Man. I know one thing: if he was going to come out with a Wolverine figure, it would be done in the style of Jim Lee or Mark Silvestri, and he would. I 100% believe he would do a Rob Liefeld style Cable. I 100%. I think he would even do a Liefeld style Captain America too. I honestly believe he would do that. Right? Thanos Copter, I would enjoy a Marvel in a superpower style as well. Same here. I would lose my mind. Right? The little retro ones that they came out earlier, or last year, that they ended. Well, the line that they ended earlier this year, I actually kind of dig those. Right? It's great. Derek Hoover, I kind of like to see Todd or Hasbro do other characters outside of DC and Marvel. A really nice Madman figure. Maybe a nice Marvel Legends-esque gem. Yes, please. Why didn't they? I'm surprised gem is not a thing. Snowpen, who is Craig's favorite DC villain? I am. He might kill me for admitting this. But I honestly believe he might even try to disagree with me, but I honestly do believe that Joker is his favorite DC villain. I know that sounds very basic, but I am certain that Joker is his favorite one. Andy Doell, I found out a comic shop about an hour away from me has or had McDonald's animated Spider-Man display. That is so cool. I love those so much. The Deadheads, are you and Jay going to continue the old school toy catalog segment? That was the best. Would love more of that. I think we are going to do it. I think we're going to do it again. I think we're going to do it on his channel. I think we'll kind of bounce back and forth because we also had fun doing it. Now it's about finding those old catalogs and doing it, right? Bacon McShig. I mean, I wouldn't say no to a Silvestri, Wolvie, or Jubes. Neither would I. I still think Silvestri, like his run of X-Men and his run of Wolverine, does not get talked about enough. Those were beautiful, beautiful, beautiful books. Right? Zach, the bonkers big chest Captain America a la Liefeld would be an instant buy. It would be. I honestly think that if they released that as a toy, it would be. I think it would go over like gangbusters. Tony Johnson, thank you for being here, Tony. If anyone does Liefeld style figures, I hope they come with stands because no figure can stand with those tiny feet. That's why Batman Animated Series comes with stands. At least they have to, right? Randall, Todd needs to do superpowers inspired Brave and Bold 2-packs that would get Todd's Batman fetish. And we could get iVampire, Karate Kid, Sergeant Rock, Supergirl, Earth 2 Robin, and Huntress. Agreed. Actually, that would actually be a fun line to do. And that way he could actually even do like you said, like different Batmans, like Mummy Batman, Rainbow Batman, Vampire Batman, Cowboy Batman. Do them all. A Cowboy Batman superpowers with a Jonah Hex superpower. Count me in. Count me in. Allison, Craig is pretty basic. Hey, you know what? But Craig likes what he likes. I got to be nice to him now. I have a cyborg. Andy, that's great. I love the catalog look back. Brought back so many good memories. They're fun to do. It's fun nostalgia. Right? Johnny Cock, would Craig read a comic book because reading? I think he's tried to read comics. I think there's comics he's read and actually has enjoyed, but I think he gets intimidated on where to start reading comics. Because like for me, it's just like, oh, just like, because he bought Batman 89, like that comic, like he bought that, he read that, and I'm sure he'll get the sequel for that as well. But I would love for him to read Hush, because it's got everybody in there, everything he needs. I think you would really, really like that. Derek Hoover, to that point, I hope Marvel Legends giving us Crystar inspires to do some gem in that style. I would love to see that too. Yeah. Z Harf, Joker is one of the best villains, period. He is. I mean, Allison's right. Yeah, basic. But he works, right? Like anytime anything Joker comes out movie-wise or pulp culture-wise, we get excited. I mean, the Arkham games are nothing without Joker as well, right? So good. Shondo Gecko, thank you for being here as well. Has anybody done the jeans and t-shirt suits for Morrison's new 52 Action Comics? I've got this weird feeling somebody made that. Hang on. I'm just going to... That one's actually got me. New 52. Learn to type. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just thinking Superboy in the black shirt. I clearly am. Never mind. No one has. Sorry, Shondo. We should petition for that one too, because I would get that one as well. Charles, Todd should do Mr. Bones figure. He's kind of Spawn. He's kind of Spawn looking. Agreed. That's a good callback. Right? Thanos Copter. Yeah, I got enough expensive toys. I don't need to add superheroes to that list. Then don't do it. Dude, always know your limit. Don't be me. Well, I have a limit, but man, sometimes I feel like I got too damn much. And then they come out with new stuff, and I go, okay, well, I'll put some money aside for that. Derek Hoover. And of course, I'm holding out hope that for Rio Blast and Brave Star and Origins, as always. That'd be actually a lot of fun ones too for Origins. All right. We went over an hour, folks. We're at the end of the chat. I caught up with you. I got there eventually. So again, thank you so much for coming here, hanging out, talking Todd, right? Got to open up some sweet Kenner figures. These are great. So these are going to be going on the shelf right away after this is done. So again, thank you so much. And oh my gosh, Johnny Cox is paying the Doell toll. Do I need to get the Legends of Dragonor toys? If you got the space, the money, and the means, yes, you do. You absolutely do. Awesome. So cool. Thank you, everyone. Have a great Wednesday. I will see you on Tuesday on Toy Anxiety. And then, yeah, we'll be here back next week, and we'll see what the news brings. Awesome. Good night, everyone.